Welcome back to the 715 podcast, everybody. We are here with Spencer Douglas again over a Zoom call. Spencer, it's good to have you, man.
It's good to be back. I missed this, guys.
Yeah, part two, returning guests. We always like to have the returning guests on. They're the OGs, like people like to say. We got some stuff lined up here with Spencer to talk about. Through this podcast, we got some more jelly beans like we did the last time.
Well,
some different flavors.
This is candy corn this time.
Oh yes, it's candy corn. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry.
No problem.
But yeah, some different stuff for sure for you here today. But Spencer, how's the 6 months kind of been from the last time we got to catch up with you?
Has it been 6 months?
It's been since. Oh no, it has been 6 months. It's been. Well, it's been close. It's been 4. Let's say 4.
I think 4 is close.
I overestimated there.
I think not knowing how long it has been kind of states like how I feel about it, you know?
Yeah.
Like time has no meaning anymore. Like you wake up, you do whatever. That's it. But I don't know. I'm doing everything virtual for school.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm the same with everybody in that. Like I just miss hanging out with people. But school's fine. School's cool. But how have you guys been?
We're good, man. We're trying to navigate this thing just like everybody else. And I still need to invest in my blue light glasses for sure.
Oh yeah.
Do you have a pair of blue light glasses since you're all virtual?
I do not. I should probably get on that. I have like a program that like tints my screen orange.
Okay.
So I use that. That's really nice.
Yeah, nice. I bet. So let's get into a little bit of the new Fireside video, if you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
So Jackson, why don't you talk a little bit about that project, or Spencer, kind of what? Let's start with Spencer here. So Spence, what's the whole deal behind Fireside? What's kind of your inspiration? Let's start with that, and then we can kind of work it into how we did that in the video.
For sure. So Fireside, I think to this day is like one of the few songs I've written in like 10 or 15 minutes. Like I just sat down and it came out, which was super dope. And there's like very little revisions or whatever. And my like idea behind making it was like an annual trip that you and say a grandpa, dad, someone who's just older than you that you admire in your life. And you have this reoccurring trip that you guys go on. And each time you go, they kind of like give you some more knowledge and everything. And for me, that person was my great grandma Maymay. And she was such a sweetheart, but she unfortunately passed away because of Alzheimer's disease. So I didn't get to know her for too long, but I just remember her being like just so filled with love. And so whenever I play the song, it's from her perspective. And it makes me very emotional whenever I play it. But yeah, the song holds a lot of meaning in that regard. So I just hope that like when other people listen to it, they can like kind of connect and be like, oh, like that's like my dad for me, or oh, that's my grandma, and things like that.
Yeah, that's very cool, man. And I listened to the video and watched the video, and I do get that feeling with someone in my life, and that your kind of vision with that definitely shows through for me at least. And Jackson, how about the video then? How do you guys kind of want to tie the video into working that kind of process in, and those emotional ties with that song?
I mean, we did a lot different from the last one, which was a good thing actually. So the last music video we recorded in February,
something like that. Yeah,
it was last winter. We'll say that. And we knew we wanted to do another one. And kind of early on, we decided that it would be Fireside. Yeah. I think that was one that you were like, this one holds a lot of meaning, and it could be a cool video. And we recorded that. That's before all of the quarantine stuff went down.
Yeah.
We found some time to do it safely in August. Right before school started, or like the week of the first day of school. And it was actually more planned out. Not 100% planned out. Yeah. But it was planned out a lot better. So we recorded it in 2 days. And then it went live around the beginning of November. And it was a lot. The editing process was a lot different than the first one.
Yeah, and you crushed it, man. It looked so good. When I saw it the first time, I forgot to tell you this, but like I like straight up cried when I saw it. You blew me away.
That's
like,
what I was hoping for.
Yeah, no, and you nailed it. So incredible job. So what's the editing process? What made it different than Princess Charming?
So the one huge thing that was different is in the last video, we recorded all the things. We did like one day, and then like a month later, we did another day.
Yeah,
like it was a huge amount of time. And the reason for doing that second day is because we had so many spots that we needed to fill up that we were like, I was like, I don't have any footage or like this whole chorus of this part.
Okay.
So in that regard, that first video, it was a huge learning experience, and it was like a climb to find enough footage to actually complete the video. This one was so much different because by the time I got to the editing table, I had 18 full tracks to play with. So each edit that I had to make I had 18 options.
Wow.
And of course, awesome. A lot of that stuff was overlaid and lots of fades, and I grouped them together, and it was a lot different of a process because we actually had toys to play around with.
Yeah.
And then of course, Spencer sent me a whole catalog of pictures of him and his great grandma, so I was able to play around with those and add some more personality to the video.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really well done. And Spence, as far as like the music goes for you, how did you kind of want to incorporate those feelings of kind of gaining that knowledge from the special person? How did you incorporate that into the music itself?
That's a really good question. This is one of the like few songs where I really messed around with the tempo. Normally you don't like change the tempo in a song. You just set a beat and you go with it. I think the tempo changes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in the song. And it's just like as like at the very end, it's the slowest part of the song. As it's like, these are the final words that they say to you. These are important. Take them all in for as long as you can. So just like cherish the moment and spend as much time as you can with it. So that was the idea I had for that. And then just like the simple repetition part of that came from not knowing what I was doing, because it was like the 4th song I'd ever written. So I just knew a few chords and some finger picking. And I think it kind of alludes itself to the whole, like, this is like our yearly thing, or every once in a while we'll go to the campfire and we'll spend time with each other. And so that was kind of the idea behind that.
Yeah, another thing I want to add, my favorite part of the song, because I think I'm automatically your number one fan at this point because I've heard that song at least 200 times.
Oh man.
But my absolute favorite part is the nuance changes between each chorus. Like in each chorus, you change like 1 or 2 words, and it almost completely changes the meaning of that chorus.
Yeah.
And I just think that's so cool. It added so much to the song, and it added like progression in a story that if you don't study it closely, you won't even see.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. I guess kind of what Jackson was just saying too, is the progression part of it too, is in the relationship too that you have with that person. It progresses through time, and as you get older and they get older, and unfortunately kind of start to fade off and like slow down too, like how you said, and how you kind of portrayed it musically. To kind of see those different changes is kind of good to see and good to notice, and to internalize kind of how things change in your life and how that impacted you is really cool also. And I think it's really, people relate to it too. And that's a big thing with music in general, is that you write music that people relate to or kind of people vibe with. And if that's something that really pops off with people, your song will do well, and it is. So yeah, that's really cool, man.
Thank you.
What's next for Spencer Douglas?
Man,
what's on the slate?
I just took like this whole music workshop class, like learning songwriting and everything. And because I was in a whole big fuss, I was like super down on myself. So like I said earlier, last time I was on, I released basement covers, you know, and that didn't do nearly as well as other things that I've released previously. And I just remember beating myself up about it. Like I just like really gotten to a point where I just completely, like, I didn't pick up my guitar for a month. I didn't sing. And I was just super down on myself. And then I'm just like, they're covers. Who cares? It's not my music. It's not a testament of if they like my music. It's just, these are covers and they'd rather listen to the original stuff, and that's okay. And then it kept going more. I'm like, oh, not everything I release is going to get 100,000 streams, and that's okay. So I had to come with that mindset. And then I did that workshop class. I met some crazy talented people. They were super dope, super supportive. And I just kind of like got back out of my funk. And so I've been writing probably more than I ever have. And I've been recording a lot. I got a lot of demos going. I'm shooting for about a February release. So nice. think that'd be the move. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to it. I got like a whole release plan set up. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And so are you recording that in the basement studio that you kind of put together? Or
yeah.
That's sweet.
It's kind of like moved upstairs because I have jazz band. So it started with me bringing up my guitar amp and my electric guitar. And then because I didn't want to keep going back downstairs or keep plugging something up. And then I just brought up my bass. And then I brought up my mic. And then I brought up my preamp. And so now I just do everything in my actual bedroom. So
nice. Yeah. That's pretty sweet, man. Living the dream, man. That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Just to get up and be like, yeah, let's record something, and just like roll out of bed and do something. It's really nice.
That's super cool.
Because I'm sure that the coordinating with actual producers is definitely more costly and more time consuming.
It is. It totally is. I've lucked out and I've made some really awesome connections with people who are just so willing to like help out and give me feedback on things when I ask for it. So I have a lot of help in that regard. So I'll be like, hey, does this sound good? Be incredibly harsh. Like make me think that you hate me so I can get better. So yeah, that's really nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, having the open mind so you can kind of continue to grow and build is, I think, something in just everyday life that's really important too, but something that's so hard like music too, where there's such technical things that like you said, you need really smart and intelligent musicians to kind of grade your stuff and give you that feedback that takes you to the next step.
Yeah, and kind of separating yourself from the whole personal element of it. Like, this is what I made. It's a part of me, and I feel really connected to it. And then you're going to say that it's bad? Like, getting over that hurdle is something that I struggled with for a hard time. But yeah, it's really nice to get feedback on things like that.
Yeah, so how did you kind of get over that hurdle then? Was that kind of how you kind of got out of your funk? Did that kind of come together, or was that two separate things?
Well, I would say they're more two separate things.
Okay.
In terms of the funk like that I was in, like I was like doubting myself as a musician, and then I realized like no one has told me that my music is trash, and no one's like been straight up to my face like, you're not going to make it or you're not going to do well with this career choice. So then when I got into that, it kind of pushed me out of the funk. But I've been involved with musical theater for a really young age, and I was in a lot of musicals where I would be like one of the youngest people there or one of the youngest lead roles there. And there was like no babying. So I feel like that really helped me too. And then, so that really like prepared me for like my songwriting and everything. But even still, just like it hits at you for a bit, and then you realize they just want what's best for me. So realizing that definitely is I would say, final step into being okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about like creative career choices is when you're working on some sort of project, there's unlimited possibilities. Like, that if you sit down and you say, I'm going to write a song, there are unlimited possibilities. And that can bring forth, I guess, a lot of negative and positive things. Because there are like decisions that you can make that will impact it negatively, and that always happens. But when you produce something that you really enjoy, there's no better feeling than that.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine who I've met through these workshops, and he said, like, what I make is art, and art is subjective, and no one can tell me if my art is good or not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's a great way to put it. So
yeah, that's what I always struggled with in like middle school art, man, is like I can't draw or paint, but I'm trying my best. And so,
man,
you know what I mean?
Remember that Sodokan project?
Yes.
That ruined me.
Yeah, but like you said, it's all subjective, and I guess if you think you put your effort and time into it, and then that's kind of how they kind of graded you for that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I remember those the elementary school art classes. I had you in a couple of those classes, and it was hard to hold it together sometimes.
I can't do it, man. I'll be the first to say it. I cannot do it. I'm not artistic at all.
You made some funny stuff though.
Yeah. That's awesome. Were you with me when I made the ostrich thing?
I think so.
Man, that's like one of my most prized possessions. It's a clay ostrich with its head in the dirt. Man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like, you know, people find ways to do art in their own ways. I guess if I were to choose one thing, I actually made pants. I designed some pants. Yeah, so I'm a big WWE guy, and so I designed some like weird WWE pants with like some pattern, and I went and bought like a latex, and like my mom helped me iron it on my pants, and it was all
that's awesome.
So I guess, you know, everybody finds their way to kind of do what they want artistically, whether it's music or painting or clay or video production or what it is. And everybody's got their own thing, and if they like to do it, they like to do it. So
yeah, for real.
Yeah. Pretty sweet though. How about you want to crack into the jelly beans here, or you want to talk a little bit more Fireside stuff before we get our I keep calling them jelly beans. God.
And do you think I'm mentally prepared to try these? I was going to say jelly beans as well.
I messed you up.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to say jelly beans. Do you think I'm mentally prepared for these jelly bellies?
I don't know, man. Have you tried them yet, Jackson?
Nope.
So everybody's new to this.
Yeah.
So.
All right. I think we just go for it.
So
let's go for it.
Me and Grant have the bag here, and because we're doing this over Zoom, I had dropped off a portion of these at your house, so we could stay contact free.
Yeah.
I think I've showed these to Grant before, but you have not seen them. So these are.
I'm so scared, dude.
Turkey dinner candy
That is
corn.
Disgusting. Are you serious?
Yeah. Last time we had you on this podcast, you had, of course, the spicy jelly beans, but it was Carolina Reaper right away.
Yeah.
So this time we have the turkey dinner candy corn, and the reason there's so many different colors is because there's a lot of different flavors for us to try. We have green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie.
Oh my God.
And stuffing.
No. Ginger glazed carrot.
I was gonna say the carrots is probably gonna be the worst.
These look terrible.
Yeah, no, these look like.
Okay, are you a candy corn guy to start? Like, do you like?
I can tolerate it. Okay. I'm never like a dude. What I need right now is candy corn. Give me candy corn, dude. Yeah.
No, I think. It like in the regular candy corn size, it's fine. They have like the big pumpkins. I can't do those.
Yeah, I can't do those either.
Those almost make me gag every time.
It's basically just sugar. Like,
yeah.
What makes up a candy corn?
So yeah, we have 6 different flavors. The cranberry one and green beans are really easy to tell because they're red and green. But the rest of these are a combination of white, brown, yellow, and orange.
Yeah. So you got like an all orange one.
Yeah. So here, we'll kind of lay out.
Yeah, let's try to mix them up here or not mix them up, but divide them by colors.
So,
and then I need like a yellow based.
Yeah.
So there's 5.
There should be 6.
6. Oof, what one am I missing?
I'm missing one too.
There is.
Oh, there's like an orange. Okay, I need to get rid of this one.
There's like a brown top with a white bottom. a white top with a orange, a brown top with a yellow, an all orange one, and then red and green.
Yeah, the all orange one is 2 different shades of orange, though.
Oh, okay. I see the. Okay, cool. Gotcha.
Now I think we're gonna have some difficulty figuring out some of these flavors.
I mean, if there's like 2 with different gravy, I'm guessing that's just gonna be like just a toss up to figure out what it is. So okay, green beans, roasted turkey, cranberry sauce, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie, and stuffing. Should we try to sort them out by which we think is which first, or should we just try to guess after
I say we try to guess after.
Okay.
I mean, obviously the red one and the green one are going to be the easiest. So do you guys want to start with like the red one? I think that one's going to be the best.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's cranberry sauce, right?
Cranberry sauce.
I'm guessing cranberry.
I'm not a huge cranberry sauce guy to begin with.
Same. Yeah.
So let's just try it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I would probably eat that over a regular candy corn.
Yeah.
I would also eat that over regular candy corn.
That was pretty good.
I'm actually gonna have it again.
That was actually pretty good.
Now, cranberry sauce, I'm not so sure about that. Kind of?
Oh, yeah, as far as how it tastes like cranberry sauce. See, the texture thing is just what really...
No, the texture is what really ruins it, yeah.
But I think it tastes like something cranberry. Like, I do get like a cranberry when I drink the Cran Raz LaCroix.
Dude,
That's
don't even get me started on LaCroix again.
However, if I were to guess, I'd say... If I were to guess, I would guess that cranberry is going to be the best tasting one.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a downhill road from here.
Yeah.
Let's go with green beans next.
Green bean candy corn, because we know...
You know what would be funny is if you just got like a bunch of green candy corns and just pretended that these were like the normal candy corns. And then you just took a handful. All right, let's try the green bean.
Oh, that is just... Oh, that is disgusting.
Oh my god. Oh, that's bad.
Terrible. My eyes are watering.
That's a Bean Boozled one.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like stuck in between my molars, dude.
Yeah, it's stuck.
Man, that was awful.
That doesn't even taste like
everywhere.
Like green beans.
It tastes like moldy green beans.
You know what it kind of tastes like though is like if you like took the inside of a pumpkin.
Dude, that's what I was just
put
thinking.
It in your mouth.
I was gonna say it smells like when you're carving pumpkins and you're scraping everything out. That's what it tastes like.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was bad.
That was not a good time. I did not enjoy that.
I don't know, dude. That gave me a really bad like feeling in my stomach.
Right?
I don't know if I'll be able to do this with a ginger glazed carrot. Heck nah. Heck nah, man.
So yeah, the other brownish, orangish, white ones we have are roasted turkey, ginger glazed carrot, sweet potato pie, and stuffing.
I think stuffing will probably be the most tolerable out of all those.
Really?
I have no idea. Let's go, Spencer. Let's go with the white one with the orange bottom.
So white on the top, orange on the bottom.
Yeah.
Is that this guy?
Yes.
Now from this point on, we also have to try to figure out which one it is.
Yeah. That's going to be the trickiest part, probably, and getting it down too, because it's disgusting. Yeah. I mean, the texture. I do not like the texture of
the texture. I would say the texture is the worst part, but it's not. Like the taste is the worst part.
Yeah, whatever flavor they put in that last one, that was someone calibrated that incorrectly. It smells.
Is this like the? I'm thinking this might be the glaze, just based off the smell.
Yeah. It smells like sugary. Yeah. I think you might be right.
The ginger glaze. All right, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
That's gingery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all it is.
That was better than green beans.
Yeah, but
that's my favorite so far.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was extremely tolerable.
So that was the ginger glazed carrot.
That's what we're thinking, yeah.
Carrot? Not really. Ginger? Yeah.
Ginger, yeah. Yeah, for sure ginger.
Okay, next.
That leaves stuffing, sweet potato pie, and roasted turkey.
Oh. All right, what should we doing next?
Should we do the all orange one?
Sure.
Yeah.
The completely orange, which I'm going to guess is sweet potato pie.
smells exactly the same.
Yeah, it does kind of smell the same as the last one.
Oh, I'm scared, dude.
All right, let's do it.
No, those are the carrots.
Yeah. I think you are right.
Oh.
That tastes like carrots, yeah.
That was carrot.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah.
So we're thinking probably the other one was sweet potato pie.
Yeah.
Man.
That is exactly like a carrot.
Yeah, those are carrots.
So far, that has been the closest one.
Yeah, the closest one.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best.
That's so weird. The texture is the opposite of a carrot.
Yes. And I think that's why, like, if it was like crunchy and you did like a snap, I don't think it'd be that bad. But just like it's soft and mushy, that's disgusting.
Mm.
Okay, we got 2 left.
I'm thinking that this brown and yellow one is turkey. That's just.
Should we save that for the end?
I say we save that for the end.
So try to do the stuff. What we think would be stuffing, with the brown top, white bottom, Spencer.
This guy.
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet.
All right. Cool.
Based off of the smell, I mean, they all kind of smell.
They all kind of smell the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's put it in.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh god, our TV turned off.
Oh.
That's turkey.
I chewed it once. And
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I don't think
they're terrible. That's terrible. I think that is turkey though.
It tastes like gravy.
Yeah, it did taste like gravy.
Oh.
You got to get. I'm spitting this shit.
I should have spit it out. Oh.
Because like the worst part is when you're like chewing it.
When you first bite into it.
Yeah, and then it gets stuck in your teeth is also terrible. But now, like once I have it down, it's not that bad. It's like I kind of ate gravy with turkey in it or whatever.
Dude, my body is like so tensed up from that. That was an awful experience.
Yeah, my stomach is like cramped. It feels.
That tasted remarkably like gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Way more than it should for being a piece of candy corn.
I want to check the sugar because I think that's kind of what could be terrible too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Where the rip is here.
It's at the top there.
So for about 15 pieces, you're getting 23 grams of sugar.
So
that's
there's
pretty,
like what?
That's pretty sugary, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's like what, 1.7, 1.8?
That's 46% of your added sugar.
In 15 pieces, and we're having 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so the next one is pretty much stuffing, we're pretty sure of, or it could be just an even worse version of turkey.
Yeah.
Want to see?
Yeah, I got nothing from the smell.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Stuffing candied corn.
Last one.
Oh my god.
Okay, this one I don't think I'll be able to finish. Oh.
That's definitely stuffing.
Yeah, that's stuffing.
We should have got some water.
Yeah.
I got my pre-workout, hopefully.
Oh my god.
I haven't even swallowed mine yet. It's just at the roof of my mouth.
I'm just trying to get it out of my teeth.
Oh! Oh!
I had to spit it out. It wasn't vom. It wasn't vom. I just had to spit it out.
Dang, that would have been a first time on the 715. A little bit of,
I have
something.
like an ounce of water.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that feels so weird on my tummy.
On my tummy. God. Yeah,
I have to say, overall, not great.
I'm definitely wanting to do the heat train over that.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Compared to the Carolina Reaper jelly bean, I'd say these were better.
Really?
Yeah, I think the heat is like a kind of like it makes you feel kind of like amps you up. This is
this just is just like, oh, I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
The other one's just like you can taste you can taste whatever it is for like a millisecond. And you're like, oh, that tastes good, and then your mouth is on fire. But these are not that. These are not that.
Overall, I would say.
Oh, I just got the chills.
I would say avoid the turkey dinner candy corn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would not recommend.
Where's the sweet potato one? That's this one. I don't want to grab the wrong one.
Well,
it's the orange with the.
Well, isn't it the all orange? Is the no?
No, we don't even remember.
This one, the white with the orange. That's your sweet potato pie. So that one.
What do you think is worse, the Bean Boozled or these?
Bean Boozled.
These.
Yeah, the bean.
Really?
Yeah.
I think if you took the flavors of these and you put them in like a jelly bean.
Yeah.
I don't think they're as bad. But they're way bigger and they get stuck in your mouth for way longer than those.
That's a really good point. I can get behind that. I don't know. When I think of Bean Boozled, I think about the toothpaste one and how that's not like consequence.
Yeah, but
or
then
a
you
bad
get
one.
the dog food.
Yeah.
The dog
Or
food is
barf
pretty
or
nasty.
something, yeah.
There are some disgusting Bean Boozled ones.
Yeah.
But Jackson, thanks for bringing these.
Yeah, dude. Where did
How
you
did you
find
find
these?
Yeah.
I think my parents found them on Facebook, and I ordered them off of this like shady candy website.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And my parents wanted to try them, so I'll bring them home and let them experience.
Oh, they did want to try?
Yeah.
There's enough in here.
Yeah.
They won't want to eat the whole bag, I don't think.
No.
I hope not.
No.
We got to find like better things to eat on this.
Like enjoyable stuff that we
Can we do
compare.
like a 5-course meal? Can we just like get like an actual chef to just make for us? I think that's the move.
We could have like a cooking competition.
Well, there you
That'd be
go.
kind of sick.
Yeah, and everybody brings in their own thing, and then we try to figure out. You can't vote for yourself, but you got to vote for one. What are you taking?
Yeah.
We could do something like that.
That'd be cool.
Man, it's just everything needs to open up so we can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Everything's just so crazy right now.
Yeah. I didn't know you were doing all virtual school.
Yeah. So my sister's immunocompromised, and parents just being older, like they're also technically immunocompromised. So been playing it super safe in that regard. So yeah.
Are you a Big Mouth watcher, Spencer?
I am a Big Mouth watcher.
Dude,
Season 4 coming
Season
out.
4.
Yep, I saw.
Rakido the anxiety mosquito.
Oh, really? I miss his name.
Yeah.
I miss his name.
Did you watch the trailer?
I watched the trailer, yeah. It's like a new mental illness each season or something that comes along with puberty
yeah,
or something.
like there's like depression one season and anxiety the next. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good to have stuff like that, especially during quarantine and stuff.
Yeah, just something to look forward to.
Yeah. And I've never really watched like shows. Like I was an Office guy, but that wasn't like coming out with new content. I was watching it like Big Mouth is.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of cool to kind of when are they coming out with the next season?
Yeah, and just like the anticipation for it.
Yeah. The only show that I've really stayed current with is The Mandalorian. I'm a big Star Wars
same.
guy.
I've been watching that too.
So I watched it in study hall every Friday last year when it came out.
Yep.
And now I'm watching it at crazy early hours in the morning when I like wake up and I'm like, oh god, I gotta watch The Mandalorian. It's Friday.
That's sick.
Are you an early morning person, Jackson?
I try not to be. Like it's pretty random. Like I basically get up at 6 or 7 every day without my choosing.
It's pretty good.
Sounds
Except even on nights when I'll stay up till like 1 a.m, I'll still wake up at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I mean, like, good for you, like when you're an adult and having that, but like right now I think that's probably the worst thing you can have. With online school, my whole schedule is so messed up because I don't have a whole lot of in-person or like joining on Zoom or Teams, whatever. Like on Mondays, I think I get up at 7:30, and then I have class at 8. And then on Tuesdays, I get up at like 9, have class at 9:30. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I just like get up whenever. Yeah, like it doesn't matter. So you don't. So I mean,
everyone else is going to be going virtual soon.
Yeah, I heard about that.
How similar do you think our schedule is going to look to yours?
I would not be surprised at all if they tried changing it, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Because isn't one of the reasons why they're closing down because they're also understaffed right now? They don't have enough teachers. So I don't think it would make sense for them to be like, okay, now you still have all your classes and you're going to have even more students because you're taking on the online kids. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is kind of similar to what we do. So yeah, it's been honestly really nice because I can just take work at my own pace.
Yeah. Has it been better than last year?
Yes. Yeah. And personally, I do like the whole meeting thing, you know, because like I'm a social person. I'm an extroverted man, and I like talking with people. Yeah. And so not having that during spring was pretty trash, to say the least.
Yeah.
And do you feel like those Zoom calls, you kind of can build a connection with your classmates?
Not nearly as much. Oh wait, go ahead.
Do you like the together mode that you can put on and everybody's sitting like in the auditorium?
Mine doesn't update. Mine hasn't updated yet, and I don't know why. But I saw it and I'm so hyped for it. Like I like to a point where like it's totally unnecessary of how like excited I am to do that. But I'm like unbelievably excited to just mess around with that. Like
it's awesome. It is awesome. But yeah, what were you gonna say? Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, you're fine. I haven't like, it's not like you're next to the person. You can be like, hey, how was your weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
But the person who's been killing it in terms of class, I would say would be Mr. Hansen, El Jefe.
Yeah.
He's been killing it. We have like breakout groups from time to time, and then like we get sent off to do like our own little thing, and you can kind of catch up with people. So he's been killing it in that regard. He's like always responding to emails. Like I'll send in an email at like 6:30 and I'll get a response by like 6:35. He's just killing the game right now. So
yeah, he's the one virtual teacher that I have also.
Yeah.
So I mean, it sucks for those kind of people that are, because especially Spanish, like that's such a class where you need to be interacting all the time.
Yeah.
And you get 45 minutes on a Monday or a Thursday to try to push out stuff. And I think he's just kind of dealing with the cards that he's gotten.
For real.
Doing it very well. And he's a listener too.
Yeah.
He dissed me on one of the videos. Did you see that?
Really? Yeah. Oh wait. What's your Spanish name again? Raul?
Well, he just said the 715 podcast.
Oh, I totally missed that then.
I think it was like the second week. He said he likes the podcast, but it's hosted by two ugly guys. And I'm like, whoa.
Whoa, I totally missed that. I'm gonna have to go back and see that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So he does that kind of stuff too with the students that
he's just a fun teacher. He's very open. He in classes has been like, please come visit me. Like I'm a social guy too. Like I miss interacting with you. And just like having a teacher who's so open like that is just so awesome. And it's really refreshing.
Yeah.
Man, so I didn't know you could like split into groups on Teams calls and stuff. That's cool.
Do you have any virtual classes right now?
Just band as a virtual class, which isn't much. You just practice so long and like play along with songs, and you're muted. So limited interaction there, but
dang,
still gets the job done.
Yeah.
It does. Sorry, I got some of that candy corn in my throat still. It's so nasty.
It's all good,
man.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because my social circle has shrunk significantly. You keep it to people who you know are safe, and I just like when I'm thinking about it, I just feel bad for people who are like living on their own. We were lucky enough to like people two years down the road who live in apartments. We're lucky enough to still be at home with our families full time.
Yeah.
So at least we're getting that interaction, even if we take it for granted most of the time. But those are important interactions to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it, or we will talk a little bit about it in our next one, just how the mental health deal with everybody and just kind of being locked up and with all the screens and the blue light and just the number it does to your brain and kind of how you think.
Yeah.
If you don't get to kind of have these different interactions with people, it can take a toll on you.
Absolutely.
You just kind of got to be like, hey, we're in this together. We're all going through the same thing. Let's help one another out. So
yeah. Another thing I need to get back on is having like a consistent schedule. I noticed that like at the beginning of spring when quarantine happened, I was just like, I'm gonna wake up at this time, I'm gonna eat breakfast at this time, I'm gonna go to classes at this time, I'm gonna eat lunch. Don't do that at all anymore. So like I'll like I haven't eaten yet and it's 6:48, whatever. And normally I eat at like 5:30. I probably won't eat for another like 2 hours. So my whole schedule is just gone.
Yeah.
So I should probably get back on that because that does help a lot.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I'm in school 2 days a week too. And people can't, like yourself, can't be in school 2 days a week. But that really does help with kind of, you wake up, you go to school and you come home and you can do your homework. And then you just got to kind of try to carry that on for at least the 2 or 3 days that you have the virtual stuff to do.
Yeah. I mean, the hour and a half classes absolutely murder me. Each one is
I totally forgot you guys have that.
Yeah, and there's another dreadful experience.
The blocked classes.
Really, it rounds out my week enough to where I have a starting point and an ending point. It doesn't feel all the same when there's some sort of schedule. So hopefully virtually that kind of transitions over.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and we were hoping maybe that they keep the cohorts the same where we won't have to be logging in virtually 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Something like that, because there's people who, like myself, I picked up a job and I work on the 2 days that or 3 days that we don't have school. So, I mean, there's probably a bunch of people in that same boat that want to go try to make money while they can to prep for college. And the 2 days have been both a blessing and a curse. It's kind of like college, like some of our teachers are saying, where you get content and you got to go home and work on it. But it's just, everything's just, you got to be so flexible now. That's the big thing. So
I still think we have it a little bit better being seniors this year than they did last year, I'd say.
Really? I don't know. I feel pretty like passionate about this, you know, because like they got a majority of their senior year. Not trying to say that it totally sucks. Like, I'm really sorry that they couldn't graduate and walk the stage. Like, I know personally some buddies had been working really hard to prove to themselves and to people in their family that they can move on in life, and so they worked really hard to graduate. And to kind of just have that kind of taken away is awful. So I understand that. However, we don't really have a senior year, frankly. That's
true.
We don't get like the same experiences that other years do. So
I'm just hoping that kind of the new year and into like spring, like my ultimate goal is selfishly too, is spring sports will happen and you're going to have this time from March to May where we're going to be jamming in 2 sports seasons and hopefully a bunch of extracurricular, and we can get the clubs going back again, and we can have our first band and choir and orchestra concerts again. Limited people probably, spaced out, taking the necessary precautions, but just having it. And then hopefully we can lock the stage. By the time that time comes.
I mean, luckily, or maybe not luckily, I'm graduating in January.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, that's right.
That.
Smart boy.
I got enough credits to get done early, and I'm taking that opportunity. So,
what do you plan to do in the pretty much semester that you have off then?
A ton of work. That's what I've been doing most of the time when we have school. You know,
gotcha.
The other 5 days a week, I'm keeping myself busy with his video projects. Or our division is picking up for the holiday season. So that's been awesome. But lots of work. Hopefully, and this is a big stretch, but trade shows would be great.
That's definitely a stretch, but that would be awesome if you could, for sure.
Yeah, because we've kind of replaced that revenue from trade shows with like large wholesale orders. We've been pumping out a ton of Bethesda items like Fallout and Skyrim for wholesale stuff. So I'm keeping myself busy, and I'm happy to keep that going.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know with student council, we're kind of struggling to be like, what can we do that's exciting and new, just to keep things engaged. So we kind of had an idea where we would do a thing where we reach out to like people in retirement homes. There we go. Reach out to people in retirement homes, like set up virtual calls and just chat with them. Mm-hmm. And then we're thinking about expanding that idea to like our school, and because kids don't always have the best living conditions and things like that, and just to have like someone who can like kind of just check in on you and just chat and hang out with, would be really nice and special to a lot of people. So we're shooting to do that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, keeping everybody engaged, and just kind of like with that whole thing too, like letting everybody know, like, hey, we're here for you. Everybody's in the same boat. If you ever need anything, just try to find someone. There's always going to be somebody that'll be willing to do something.
Absolutely. That's very true.
Yeah. I mean, so before we recorded this podcast with you, me and Grant did one that'll actually be releasing after this one.
Okay.
But we touched lightly on like politics and how we're excited that that's kind of done.
Yeah.
And we were also talking about how it's important to unify, and we're looking forward to making that effort to get everyone in the same boat and make sure everyone's safe. And
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much I'll be repeating myself, but because I don't really want to do that. But like, it was just like one of those things where through the whole month of October leading up to November, it's like dividing, and you have two sides that are really just fighting. And we're trying to fight this pandemic, and we're trying to fight, social justice and all the different stuff. And to hopefully just finally be able to come together after we figure out, who actually won or whatever. And like all the stuff that just finally just needs to we can just decompress, and then we can just get back to work, and we can get back to hopefully school, and we can just get in the routine again and kind of get it going, and then hopefully just kind of take off again. And so I think it's definitely, it'll be down the road. And we got a couple of tough months, and it sucks too that we're in Wisconsin and it's going to be cold and just snowy, and we got to kind of deal with this. But there's definitely, I think we're starting to see that there can be stuff that, we can look forward to, and eventually stuff will open up again and we can figure stuff out. And
the whole optimistic outlook, I think is incredibly important.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this a little bit, like, how incredible is it that this whole pandemic and everyone having to stay at home for almost a year at this point is happening like technologically now? Like there's no better opportunity for us to be able to still be in school, or even virtually still be in school, and it's easier than ever to connect with people.
That's such a good point.
That's something that I'm thankful for, really, is that imagine if it was the 80s and the only way we could communicate with each other is over landline. It's so different, and we're so much better off now.
We are.
Even if all of us have to stay at home,
that's a great point, for sure.
So really, could always be a lot worse.
Yeah. I feel like that's. Go ahead.
Staying positive, kind of like you said, but then kind of that it kind of goes hand in hand. Like it could be a lot worse.
Literally what I was going to say. Yeah, completely.
Spence, thanks for joining us today, man. It was great having you on. Hopefully you get over the little tummy ache that I have too with these candy corns, not Jelly Bellies. But thanks again for coming on, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on the 715.
It's always a blast to be on, man. This is so much fun.
Good luck with your new stuff that you're hopefully rolling out here in February.
Thank you.
We'll be in your corner cheering for you. And if you ever need anything, reach out. Want to hop on? Reach out. And it was, like I said, even though it was over Zoom, it was nice to talk to you.
Absolutely. Ditto, guys. Absolutely.